Bros, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? Man, hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Boom, there you go. I'm gonna wipe that camera for you real quick. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. What up? No, I'm not unblocking all the people I have blocked. I should block you for even asking. What up, Capital B? Real quick, so y'all can know what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be discussing. So apparently, Benzino, yeah, that Benzino. He came out with a diss track aimed at 50 Cent. I want to discuss it because I think it's funny. Also, I would like for y'all guys to actually go listen to the diss track. There's something that I want to say just in general about music. There's just something in general I want to make a point I want to make about music in general. So I would like for y'all all to just go check out the diss track in general. So when you get the opportunity, go listen to it. What up, Juno? How you doing, Juno? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is going well. Says Jack Force BB and salute. When you get an opportunity, go listen to it. Says yes, sir. Salute, family. Love from Raleigh, North Carolina. Salute to Raleigh, North Carolina. But before I even talk about that, can we talk about something else real quick? Did y'all hear what Blueface said about Tekashi 6ix9ine? Did y'all hear what Blueface said about Tekashi 6ix9ine? So, first, I'm going to give you a, give me 1 second. First, I'm going to give you a heads up. I'm going to be repeating, I'm going to be saying something that I told y'all a long time ago before Tekashi 6ix9ine even came out of jail. And that was, it doesn't make sense to me how anybody has beef with Tekashi 6ix9ine over what happened, except for the people that's locked up and the individuals that's connected to them. Now, I've said this on multiple occasions. I said it doesn't even make sense for people to be upset. And it doesn't make sense for people to be trying to go after Tekashi 6ix9ine. It doesn't make sense for people to try to attack him because unless they, are the individuals that he snitched on or somebody that has some kind of ties to that person, it doesn't make sense. I want to be clear about something. And this is why I said what these individuals are doing when they're constantly talking about, yo, Tekashi's not going to be able to do this, 6ix9ine isn't going to be able to do that. They're doing all of this talking, but the people that are saying this shit is not anybody that's going to do anything. It's not anybody that's even connected to the situation. They're just random people that's saying things that's going to happen that they hope somebody else do. Now, with that being said, Blueface came out and said, isn't nobody even coming after 6ix9ine? Because he did the interview that he did with Hassan Campbell, if anybody saw the interview that they did with Hassan Campbell, Whack 100, and DJ Academics. Don't ask me why I couldn't remember his name. And DJ Academics, if you saw the interview or you saw a part of the interview, you saw them talking. While they was having a discussion, Tekashi 6ix9ine was basically talking about how he could go anywhere that he want. And I've basically been saying that the whole entire time. Like, there's no reason why Tekashi 6ix9ine can't go places. Like, there's certain places in the areas or in the neighborhoods where the problem occurred that I don't suggest he go. But there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to go somewhere in Los Angeles, somewhere in, whatever the city is. So I thought that was interesting that Blueface said that. Anyway, who heard the song? Shout out to Black Cuddy, salute to the Black Spades. He says good night at Jack Frost. Who heard the song with Benzino? Now, the song came out a couple of days ago. I didn't really pay it no attention. One of the main reasons why we're talking about the song tonight is because there's a lot of Benzino stuff. I wanted to know if y'all wanted to talk about some of it tonight. What you think about rolling with him now? Rolling with who? Just so we can be clear, I'm a journalist. If you ever see me with an artist, that's because I'm doing my job. With Hassan Campbell, I don't got no beef with Hassan Campbell. I've never had any beef with Hassan Campbell. I've had no problem with him. I've never had a problem with him. I don't know what other people are trying to create because we on the side of YouTube where people are always trying to get people to argue with each other. Where people are always trying to get people to argue with each other. We on that side of YouTube. But no, I've never had a problem with Hassan Campbell. I've never had an issue. Most of the stuff that he do that people get upset at, I consider entertainment. So I've never had an issue with Hassan. So Blueface, and I just find it funny that Blueface said that because Whack 100 deals with Tekashi 6ix9ine. So I just find it interesting that Blueface would make that comment. If somebody else made the comment, it wouldn't be as interesting. But that Blueface made the comment, I thought it was something. Juno said Hassan was talking about 6ix9ine. Now he do it was. Yeah. So I don't understand. I don't understand what the inference. I don't understand what I don't understand what you're trying to. I don't understand. A lot of people are talking about 6ix9ine. Every YouTube channel talked about 6ix9ine. You do know that, right? Like every YouTube channel talked about 6ix9ine. So I don't understand. I don't know what you're trying to say. So I'm just gonna continue with what I'm talking about. I tried to understand. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're trying to say. With that being said, so Benzino comes out with this song. Has anybody heard this song? Who heard the Benzino song? I want to say something real quick. We have to raise the game of hip hop back up. Hip hop is too much lowest common denominator. It's too formulaic. The music that's being put out is too formulaic. I heard the Benzino song, and I'm going to tell you right now, to me, it didn't sound much different from other songs that I heard. The beat was dope. Benzino bars was, nah. But that's what most of these rappers are putting out. You think their bars are good or their bars are bad depending on how you feel about them personally. A lot of these rappers put out mediocre bars. If he think 50 gonna respond though, he crazy. Like 50's gonna be like, I don't usually respond to these people, but I'm gonna respond to this one right here. Also, he made a reference. I think he said something. Okay, so I heard somebody else talk about it, and I'm not sure if he said this verbatim, right? Because let me see, is there lyrics? I don't know if he said this verbatim, but it sounded like he said he identifies as straight. What up, Mike Jones? It sounds like he said he's identified as straight. Why would you need to tell? I don't identify as straight. I am straight. I identify as a fucking straight male. Period. No, I am a straight male. Period. I don't identify as a straight male because me saying I identify with something gives me the feeling like I have to tell you because it's not easily understandable. You feel me? It's not something that you would look at me and immediately think. It's something outside of the scope of what would normally be determined by rudimentary observation. So he says in the rap, I just want to say this. Somebody said he identified as straight. So you can identify as straight and still have sex with men. You get it? You just identifying as straight. I can identify as this chair. You know what? I identify as a mug nowadays. And then when I go to say what a sex I am, I'm a right mug. So the point at which I end up I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. Identify whatever you want. I don't really care about that. Point of which I'm trying to make is him saying that he identifies as straight doesn't mean that he doesn't have sex with men. It just means that if you was to ask him what he was, he identifies as straight. Me saying I'm actually straight is I don't have sex with men. It's not something, so I don't have. Yo, shout out to that shit. Oh, Benzino put out a diss track against Eminem years ago. He was trying to do like go back and back. Benzino's a weird character. So Benzino's half white and black or something like that. Half Italian and black or something like that, right? And for some strange reason, he was mad at Eminem because he said that only black people could be in hip hop. And Eminem said the N-word or some shit. And I'm like, yo, look, my dude. I'm not one of those people that say that mixed shit. I don't do that. But I'm saying, my dude, if you have a white parent, you should be more understanding to this than anybody else. That's all I'm saying. How are you going to have a white parent? How are you going to have a white parent and be talking about a white person can't be in hip-hop and you want to be... Come on, we're not doing this. So I always thought Benzino was on some weird shit. Jess Tompkins, I hope you had a good Easter holiday. I hope everybody had a good Easter holiday. What up, Sharita Abney, capital B. Yo, so that's crazy. But I want to say this much, though. And look, I know nobody's going to agree with me on this. But the song kind of slapped. Why said DJ Green Lantern? Is he okay? Did he get injured? Because I can't see your name, whoever that is. That shit is dark. Are you talking to yourself over there, acting like you're talking to somebody else? I think Jess Tompkins is jumping between Sharita Abney two guys talking to herself. Like, go do it. I'm having a whole conversation here. You got a fool like this and a fool like that talking. You know what? Just thinking of stupid shit. I'm gonna say this much. Pay attention to what's going on in hip-hop right now. It seems like there's beefs at all levels. It seems like for whatever the reason is, now everyone is beefing. Did y'all hear about what happened with Will Smith? Did anybody hear about what happened with Will Smith? I'm about to tell y'all what happened with Will Smith. I'm about to put you on the game. I want to ask, though. I want to know if anybody heard about what happened with Will Smith. Yeah, Benzino versus Eminem on Green Lands. Salute. Did anybody hear about what happened to Will Smith? I'm about to put you on the game. I said a thing last night. And then I read a thing today. Remember last night we was talking about Will Smith? I think it was last night. Could have been the night before. But Will Smith came up briefly. And somebody said something, and I was like, I think one of y'all said something about his career might do better. And I said probably because Hollywood loves like a rebirth story or whatever, right? Guess what I just read today? Will Smith is getting a shitload of offers by all the movie studios now and all the streaming platforms. It's like everybody is trying to fucking book him now. It's like everybody is trying to freaking get Will Smith on a movie now. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. I'm not saying that this is what happened, obviously, because how could I know exactly what happened? But I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. After Will smacked dude, why he smacked him like this? After Will smacked dude, what happened was they probably expected more pushback from the public, but there wasn't. It seemed like even though people were upset, The only people that were really upset were comedians. Nobody else really give a damn. Only people that care are comedians. Everybody else, there's literally some people that's here for people running up on stage and smacking comedians. There's people that's here for this. So what ended up happening, I believe, is since there wasn't so much push against Will, and since also, remember, a lot of people blame Jada. They consider Will might still be bankable, and right now be even more bankable because his next first movie or two that comes out, or a project or two that comes out after this situation, it might get all of the views. What a flower bloom, says A Frost. You understand what I'm saying? He might get all of the views with whatever the next thing he drops is. So that's another thing that they sometimes look at, I believe. If you go through some shit, how quickly you could return or recover from whatever the shit is. And also, in addition to that, after you go through some shit, how the public responds to you. And I don't think the public is trying to kill Will Smith. And I think also after people heard about the 10-year shit, I think they also seen a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people believe 10 years is too much for Will Smith to be removed from the Oscars. Let's just be honest with you. Anybody here thinks 10 years is enough time, or he should get more or less? Put it in the chat. I'm curious. But I believe a lot of people believe that 10 years is a lie. If Chris Rock was white or a woman, the story is much different. If Will Smith was a woman, a white woman, no, I don't know. Right now, they're killing Karens. Karens is getting all of the smoke nowadays, so I don't know. Karens is getting all of the smoke, but I agree. But if you go up on stage and smack if Will Smith would have smacked any kind of woman, it would have been bad. What are you talking about? You can't just be walking up to women and smacking women and you a whole man. What's wrong with you? You think it's gonna be because she was white, not because she was a woman? What up, DJ Bandana Black? Salute. What in the hell? Not because she was a woman, but because she was white, though. Not because she was a woman. This is crazy, yo. The drugs, man. I don't know what to tell you. The drugs. What up, Zad? We were just talking about the Tekashi Hassan. I mean, we could go back into it. I didn't hear but so much. What aspect of it you want to discuss? We was just talking about it 2 seconds ago. It's not in the title, but it literally was the first topic we were discussing. It's not in the title, but it was the first topic we were discussing. Who needs to be held accountable? Flower Bloom, who needs to be held accountable? And also, I opened up the graveyard again like a couple of weeks ago. If somebody is back in there again, they just want to be in there. I just let every person out like a week or two ago. Zab says, I think they're trying to make a power move. Hassan trying to get in the rap game. Maybe he got an artist in the Bronx trying to... You think Hassan trying to get... I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get in the rap game. Why not? I wouldn't be necessarily trying to get into the rap. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Hassan does social media. I mean, he's an influencer. So that's the ring he's supposed to be in. That's how influencers get work. That's why it always kills me when somebody is talking about an influencer and they talking about go get a job like at McDonald's or something. Like, what are you talking about? You're a whole influencer. That's not your line of work. You have a career. You understand? So if you go work at McDonald's, that's not in your career. If you're trying to go get work, that means that you're out there trying to audition for a movie, trying to get on a podcast, or you're trying to get in a commercial, or you're trying to do voice work, or that's an influencer going to get work. You're trying to get a modeling gig, that's an influencer getting work. So that's why whenever somebody's talking to me and they're like, yo, why don't you go get a side job? I'm looking at them like, do you understand what I do? You understand who I am? Like, you don't understand. That's why when I don't take your advice, you get upset. And I'm like, but I understand why you get upset, because you don't know what I do. You don't know who I am. So, of course, you're going to get upset. Tori Mosley says 6ix9ine wins over every OG that sits down with him. Hassan called Tekashi his favorite rapper by the end of the interview. Laugh out loud. I didn't see the interview, and I don't know. I didn't see the whole interview, so I don't know, right? I didn't see the whole interview, so I don't know, right? So I don't know. But if somebody becomes your favorite rapper, and it has nothing to do with their actual music, it has to do with a conversation that you had with them, I don't know how I will accept your opinion on anything that you like or don't like. You understand? Because when I tell you, yo, you be like, yo, this guy's a dope rapper. And I be like, word? Like, yo, he's my favorite. I'm like, word? And I be like, yo, what's some of his dope songs? What's your favorite song? And then you be like, well, he's my favorite rapper because I had a conversation with him once and he said some stuff I like. Oh, you like him as a person? Oh, well, okay. So that doesn't make his music any better than it was before. Okay, I get you. It was good they touched on every topic. 6ix9ine rocking with Bushwood. Now they got a rap group out of there. So he has a rap group in Bushwick. Okay? I want to see what's going on with it. We'll see what happens. You think who's going to start a label? Tori Mosley said that's a 6ix9ine effect. First time he met Wack 100, he became his manager. Okay. Wack 100, I like Wack 100. I've always liked Wack 100. I've never said anything different than that. Like Wack. He do weird shit sometimes, but I like him. I like Wack 100. No, I'm not saying that that's not what happened. I'm not questioning. Well, I'm not questioning you. I wasn't there. How could I know whether that happened or not? You said that happened. I'm taking it as that's what happened. I didn't say that isn't what happens, Zach. Yeah, I'm not saying that isn't what happened. What the hell? I just might not feel the same way about it that you feel about it. That's all. I'm not saying it didn't happen. Zab says Bronx is the hottest borough right now as far as music. The Bronx is on fire specifically because it is drill. Right? But are we gonna? Are the artists gonna not go to jail? Okay, so perfect example. You got K Flock, right? K Flock's locked up. They just had this video just released of K Flock in jail, and he talking about how he shot 3 dudes in the jail. He cut 3 guys in jail or some shit like that. Then they talking about how they living good. Nah, we living good. He's doing all the shit. What's that other dude that's locked up? He ain't never coming home. Talking about he ran the race. Talking about the race. Whatever that little dude is. He doing all the same things that little dude did. That little dude still locked up. He not coming home. I told y'all he not coming home. So I hear what you're saying. Bronx is dope. the drill scene right now is buzzing. That's a factual statement. But how many of those brothers are going to be free and alive in order to be able to, do anything with these careers? With all due respect. I'm not coming for them. I'm not trying to disrespect them. These are our brothers. We want everybody to prosper. Our brothers and sisters. We want everyone to prosper. So I'm not coming for them. But with all due respect, wasn't K-Flock up next? Who think K-Flock coming home? Who think K-Flock coming home? Wasn't K-Flock up next? Who think K-Flock coming home? Who was the other dude that was after K-Flock that got shot? So you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not here trying to be disrespectful to our brothers. We gotta figure out a way to save all of us. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta figure out a way to save all our up and coming family, our brothers and our sisters out there that get caught up in the streets. We gotta figure out a way to save all of them. But the point in which I'm trying to make is if we're deciding the way that we're gonna get out the hood is which one of us is not gonna get killed and which one of us could stop from going to jail. We gotta figure out a different fucking strategy. That's not a real strategy, yo. We're all going to try to become rappers, and whoever don't die or go to jail, that's the one that's going to be key in New York? How is that a strategy? That sounds like genocide. Tell me where I'm wrong. If you could get a people to commit genocide against themselves, tell me where I'm wrong. So I could support music. I could support us getting out the hood, all that shit. But I can't really support the killing. I can't support that. I'm not here for that. I don't know what anybody else is here for. I'm not here for that. Or the killing. I'm not here for that. You said D-Thing. I wasn't thinking about D-Thing. I was thinking about the other kid. Level Up says they definitely going to make an example out of K-Flock. Minimum 15 years. He's probably going to get hit with. He's going to get hit with more than 15. Minimum is 15 years if they don't catch him for the murder. You talking about with the gun alone, right? That's what you're saying, right? With the gun alone. That's if he could beat the murder, right? Which I do not think he's going to be able to beat, but I could be wrong. Nah, the gun. And he's not going to beat the murder. He played the dude out of the barbershop. He's not going to beat the murder, I promise you. I'm sorry to say. He played the dude out of the barbershop. Even if he did it by accident, the dude turned and was going to walk away, and then he said something again to him. There's a point where even if you're not wrong for what you did, you're wrong for putting yourself in the situation that made you do the thing that you're probably not wrong for doing. This is one of those situations. So I feel bad for him, his family that he was going to save. Not everybody. A lot of the people that are supposed to come and save their families, they're the black sheeps, and they don't get a chance to save their family. They gotta either leave their family alone or don't succeed. A lot of the people that's come there the ancestors is on their back helping them to do what they need to do to elevate their whole entire family, to take them to where they're supposed to be and put them in the pantheon of greatness where they deserve to be. A lot of times, those people are the black sheep of the family. A lot of the times. That's why I keep telling y'all, stop being upset at the person that don't get along with the rest of the family. Sometimes there's a reason for that. It's not always a bad reason. Tori Mosley says, hold on, we'll scroll up, read some of these comments. Who provoked who? Tori Mosey said the music scene in Texas fell back since MO3 died 2 years ago. Same might happen in New York in a few years. Well, who was Mo3 was nice. I heard some of his music after the fact. He was really good. You don't have to de-escalate the situation. I'm not getting into that conversation. Zach said, you ever think about doing open panels? Yeah, I would love to be able to do open panels. I just need to get some people that I could call up and we could just have a good conversation where it's not no... The only people that usually want to talk to me is the people that want to ask me about my family and disrespect me and talk about... You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't be doing the open panels. But yeah, I would love to join somebody's open panel. I would love to have an open panel over here, but I want it to be about actual content. I'm not inviting people onto my program because they want to talk about, you know, bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? But I would love to do that. But I don't know who I could get. And I would love to do it with content creators specifically. Like, I know, but I got to be mindful of that. There's just certain things that I can't do because when I put the call out to do it, you know, people don't be wanting to do it. I don't know what to tell you. Or the people that want to do it be the people that want to just come on and they want to play games. They're not serious. This is a game to them. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't do it. So I don't do it. Boom. That's it. Shit, I haven't been going to play basketball because people be wanting to argue. I just spend most of my time trying to avoid unnecessary arguments. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's what most of my time, I just try to just not get into unnecessary arguments. So I don't really talk to people or nothing. I'm just keeping it a stack. I don't got nothing against nobody, but I don't really feel like having unnecessary arguments. I'm gonna go put some more coffee into my water. He gets a little bit more coffee over here. Yeah, I think. Unnecessary argument. People are crazy. Whole time you be just trying to. Motherfuckers be trying to argue over nothing. It's like, what the fuck, yo? It's just some people just make people feel a way. And sometimes you just make people feel a way, they just come at you. So your energy just make people feel a way. And so my energy just make people feel a way. I don't know. So people always feel, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so I don't know what to tell you. So shout out to that shit. But yeah, I would do an open panel. Anyway, what else we talking about? There we go, the water's warm. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, the saloon is open. I mean, if people do drops, the saloon is open, but you know, I guess that depends on if people do drops, so I don't know. Level Up says Ghostface just came out with his own coffee. I bought 2 packs. It's called Killer Coffee for Supreme Dark Flavor Poppin'. Word? I probably look into that. I don't know. I need to get a I'm gonna tell you one of the dopest things real quick. I know I'm breaking. We haven't talked about the topic in a second, but when I was living in the hotel, one of the dopest things was is that they had the Keurig coffee, and I used to be, I got free coffee. Well, I didn't find that I was getting free coffee until after I was living there for like 4 months. Shout out to that shit. But so I was getting free coffee. So that was one of the dopest things, and I was like, Keurig's is dope, but I don't know how expensive that'd be. So I'll just keep buying coffee the way I buy it now. Yeah, so I just keep buying coffee the way I buy it now because I'm not 100% sure. Keurig shit might be more expensive, but it was nice to just be able to go boom boom and then get a cup of coffee, maybe bam, and get out of here. Anyway, could I say something about that Benzino track? Also, put it in the chat, whatever y'all want to talk about. I want to say something about that Benzino track. And this is what I was trying to say earlier before we got sidetracked as usual. Yo, check this out. That song doesn't sound terrible. If you don't like that song, the good reason why you might not like that song is just because you don't like Benzino. Benzino looks weird to me, don't he? He looks like he had like mad plastic surgery or some shit. But that song, and I'm not saying it's a good song. What I'm saying is that song sounds like what everyone else, a lot of these other dudes is putting out. How the hell I know if he snitched on Alpo or not? The fuck? That song sounded like a lot of what people are currently putting out. So I'm not saying it was a good song, but what I'm saying is the beat was dope. They had the formula down packed. It was just like what people were already putting out. And so I went into the comment section and they roasted them in the comment section. They told me how much the song ain't shit. And I'm busy thinking to myself, I'm like, see, this is what I mean by people just not biased. Like people are just so biased. Like people swear they're not biased, but they are. No, I didn't see the whole podcast that they did with the thing. I don't know if he snitched on Alpo. I wouldn't know if he snitched on Alpo if he said he snitched on Alpo. I don't know if he snitched on Alpo if he ain't say he snitched on Alpo. If he said it one way or the other, I wouldn't know. You act like people don't lie. Now, are you asking me, did he say if he snitched on Alpo or not? I don't know that neither. But those are two different questions. And this is what I mean by, oh man, please can we get some comments in the comment section? Please don't let me only have to talk to these people. I'm asking, please don't make me only have to talk to these people. What up, DJ Science? How you doing today, my brother? I appreciate you. What time is it? Oh fuck! It's only 30-something minutes into the show. I can't end the show. Anyway, so DJ Science, so Benzino drops a diss track. I think it sounds. I'm just gonna say whatever. I think it sounds like everything else that everybody else is putting out. I mean, it's been what it is. I was able to avoid a lot of people, so it was pretty good. I know if I go around people, they're gonna want to argue with me. So I was able to spend a lot of time by myself, so I didn't get in no argument. So it's good. That's all I can ever wish for. I can't wish for nothing better than that. Level Up says you believe Benzino when he says he never met that trans in person, only in a movie. They both playing, and then you think he smashed. Now he looking crazy. What do you think, Frost? I'm gonna say this. I've had friends and been friendly with people who are part of the LGBTQ community, and I've never had any lie about doing anything with me. I'm not saying that that's something that wouldn't possibly happen. I'm not saying that there's no people that do that. I've had women lie and say that they have had sex with me that didn't. I've never had no woman deny having sex with me. Is that a good thing? I don't know nothing, man. Because everything I think, people tell me everything I think is wrong. But when other people say the exact same things that I say, they say that they're right. So I don't know. Man. Then Benzino rumors come out right before his daughter album dropped. Yeah. Yeah. I think Benzino rumors came out right before his daughter's album dropped, and then they went and got into a back and forth, and then her album still didn't sell. See, this is the problem, I think, with the whole Benzino being a bad pops to her, or whatever the case is. The story that she has for Benzino being a bad pops isn't even Benzino being a bad pops. I'm just being honest with you. So you and your mother had to go live somewhere and he didn't take care of y'all? Some of us got all the way abandoned and basically lived alone for 4 years in a private house with no food or electricity. So I don't know how I feel about her, how bad, I don't know. Maybe more stuff happened for her to be angry. I don't know. And I'm not trying to minimize her situation. I'm just saying it sounds a lot like whatever their big issue is has more to do with their personalities than events that happen. You understand? They might just have personalities that just clash and they just can't be around each other. It might not be necessarily an actual event, a tangible thing that occurred and can be described. It could be something it could just be their energy. It could be their spirit. It could be their calling. Because, our calling could make it so that some people just, your calling could make it so that when you talk, some people just could never understand you. You understand? Because your calling ain't the same calling as their calling. DJ Science here said Benzino got blackballed by the industry over Eminem stuff. What you think? I think Benzino got himself blackballed because I think what he was doing. Okay, so Benzino was one of the people that used to own the Source magazine. For everybody that don't know, you know how many times they fucked up people ratings? That's one. Two. Benzino, if you're a publication, you're supposed to be non-biased to a degree. At least publicly look like you're not biased. Benzino did the exact opposite. He looked like the most biased dude in the world, and his beef with Eminem, in my opinion, was stupid. That's just my opinion. His beef with Eminem is because he don't think Eminem should rap. Then Eminem, before he said the N-word, all of Eminem friends was black. I'm not cool with him saying the N-word. Don't get it confused. But if you tell me when he was a kid, he was saying the N-word with his black friends, and I would not expect any different. Dark Universes, you're wrong. Benzino had nothing to do with the ratings. Okay. I don't even care to prove you wrong. Okay. Everything I say is wrong, so it don't matter. Yeah, I'm wrong. Everything I say is wrong. You don't even got to tell me. Tori Mosley says, the source fell when magazines fell. World Star survived because getting in the viral video wave early. I don't know. I'm not saying why I'm not personally saying why the source became defunct or not. Just so we can be clear, I'm not personally saying why. So I don't know. Whatever y'all think. Why y'all think the source became defunct? Put it in the chat. I don't have no real opinion on it, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't really care, but I don't have no real opinion on it. I think I knew. I just don't remember. If somebody say it, I might remember. I'm pretty sure I knew. Or should I say I know, and I can have my memory jogged. I'm pretty sure I know, though. This 100%, because the circles I ran in. I'm pretty sure I know. No, just, if anybody got anything, if I say something and you think I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm wrong about everything. So there's no reason for you to ever tell me I'm wrong about anything. And once I see that you're somebody in here that's just pulling up to only tell me I'm wrong, I'm never reading your comments. I'm just going to assume that your comments is saying I'm wrong about something. So then we don't got to worry. You don't have to worry about me being upset at anything that you're saying. If my admins see you talking crazy, they'll just kick you. Other than that, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Level Up says, at least I'm glad I'm not the only one that drinks coffee late. Cafe Bustelo. I love Cafe Bustelo. On deck right now. I don't got none right now. Right now, I think I'm drinking fucking, I usually get Cafe Bustelo. Right now, I'm drinking, yeah, right now, I'm drinking some other bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's pretty good. I like it. But you know, I don't got no Cafe Bustelo right now. I like that stuff. Bustelo. Cafe. I like that. Because I'm from the Bronx, so when you buy the coffee from the store, the Dominican stores, that's what they drinking. So that's what I'm used to drinking. Yeah, so that's what I'm used to drinking. So. But I've been drinking tea at night. Some of these shows, I've been drinking tea. I've just been drinking tea all day, so that's the only reason why I just decided to have coffee tonight. Because I've just been drinking tea all day, so I decided to have some coffee tonight. Also, what y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I don't think just saying the opposite of what I'm saying is productive conversation. So for all the people that think that they're gonna that's just here just to say the opposite of what I'm saying, like, what the fuck? That shit is crazy. This is bananas. Yeah, no, do what you doing. I'm not going to respond. I'm not even reading your comments no more because I know you're just saying the opposite of what I'm saying. So you're right. MNY says 51-year-old lady murdered in Queens. You're talking about the lady that they found in a suitcase, right? There was a lady found in a suitcase in Queens. You want to know the wild thing about the lady found in the suitcase? So her husband is apparently on some kind of trip somewhere out of town. Yeah, so he just miraculously is on a trip out of town. And this is the second time that she just disappeared. Like, yeah, because she just up and disappeared apparently. And then what happened was, I think they said somebody that was in a garbage man or something like that. Somebody was like No, there was somebody who was like walking past like garbage, and somebody like threw her in the garbage or some shit, like in a suitcase or something. Yeah. Why you said in the nick of time? What's that? Yeah, so somebody like threw in the garbage. That was crazy. Yeah, her husband is like over on all the way on the other side of the world. I'm always skeptical when I hear the husband goes out of town or the wife goes out of town and the other person died. I'm like, that shit was a setup. Anyone find out who's responsible for 6ix9ine going back to Brooklyn? I don't know. Somebody knows what has something to do with that. Nobody's trying to go after 6ix9ine like that. Don't nobody want the feds on them. I told you, if I was a part of it, I would suffer all gangs. Just stay clear of him. Just, I mean, I could tell you how to make it so, but I'm mind my business. I'm gonna be quiet. I don't got no bone. I don't got no dog in this fight. Tori Mosley said because his husband just so happened to be out of town. Yeah, husband just so happened to be out of town. I'm always skeptical when I hear that a husband or a wife is out of town and then their significant other ends up dying some mysterious way. Some way that it sounds like it had to be a setup. Nah, we're not doing this. I could see if the husband or the wife is in like a car accident. That's like some shit that happens. But the husband, the wife just disappeared and then they found her in a suitcase? What the fuck? So I mean, I'm skeptical of shit like that. I don't know what anybody else is, but I am. I'm skeptical of a lot of shit. I got reason to be skeptical of shit. To be honest with you. I probably should never believe nobody about nothing, but I still be believing people about stuff even though I know I shouldn't. Sorry about that. I'm looking for something. What the fuck? Level F said in that case, they said the killer texted her husband and said his wife got put in jail years back so that. Wait, what? In that case, they said the killer texted her husband and said his wife put him in jail years back, so that was the get back? I don't understand. Tori Mosley said the new gang around 6ix9ine didn't want to claim their gang on camera during the interview today. Isn't that a violation? Not to claim the set out of fear? I also heard that they said that they're not gangsters, they're stand-up men. So from her phone? I don't know what to tell you. I don't trust that type of shit. I don't know what to tell you. I don't be trusting that type of shit. People are always on some weirdo shit. The shame is this. The nicer you are of a person, the less you have to allow for people to have access to you. When you're a nice person, you have to keep your circle small as possible. You have to talk to as few people as possible. You have to have as few interactions with other people as possible. When you're a good person, when you're a nice person, you don't have no choice. You just don't have no choice. Like if you do anything other than that, your life is gonna be fucked up. Like you don't really got a choice. So then there's stand-up men. See, this is the overall problem. And this is why all of this stuff that Tekashi is doing, I mean, he's going to be able to build his brand. So he'll be all right. He's going to be fine. But none of this takes from the point that all he's trying to do is say that anybody would have did what he would have did. And he's just trying to go around to every single person and say, would you have did what I would have did? Would you have did what I would have did? That's not going to solve his problem. So he can continue to do this for the next 5 or 6 years. But it's not going to solve his problem. It's the problem that he has can't be solved that way. He has a different issue. A lot of people are going to agree when they not in public eye. If you sleep with my woman, yeah, I'm going to do this. If you kidnap me, yeah, I'm going to do that. You know, a lot of people agree with that, not in the public eye. I'm pretty sure he would never do an interview with me. A lot of people would agree with that, but not in the public eye. So he's not going to be able to win with that argument. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just not going to be able to win. It's just not going to win. I said that before. I've been saying this the whole entire time. This is what, the 3rd or 4th or maybe the 5th person he's asked the same question to. And it hasn't affected the overall culture in any way, the way that he wanted to affect the culture. People in the culture still, no matter who he gets to say, I would have done the same thing, the culture doesn't care. Anyway, what do I know? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Is there anybody else in here other than this person that's spamming? I'm just curious. I guess we go for a couple more minutes. Anything y'all want to talk about other than the person that's just anything y'all want to talk about? Whoever comment, and I'll just decide if I want to deal with it or not. Alright, only people in here are the people that hate me. If you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug, tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're still here. Also, when we wake up in the morning, one of the first things we want to do is drink water. Get that good old H2O in you. It's one of the best things you could do for your body. And don't ever forget, whenever we're helping somebody else be the best person that they could be, in that moment, we being the best us that we could be. So go out there and be great. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. # Bronx Bones. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.